Hello and welcome to new and returning viewers. Today I'm taking a look at the books that I purchased in February 2022. If you've seen my earlier video on my book haul of 2020, you will definitely notice a big difference. And if you've seen my video on box sets, you've already seen two of my purchases from February. One of the reasons that I headed back to Chapters-Indigo, which is definitely one of my favorite places to go shopping, was to pick up the box set of H.G. Wells. And I'll be covering these books in possibly October and some in November. We'll definitely be taking a look at the War of the Worlds on Halloween. And I'll be giving a bit of the history with that story as well. The set also included The Invisible Man, The Time Machine and Other Short Stories, the one book that I have yet to finish in this set, The Island of Dr. Miro, and The First Men in the Moon. So I still have two of the books to finish in that box set. The other reason that I had it in was to pick up the Jules Verne box set. And I need to start reading these, but lately I've been caught up a bit in the Wheel of Time series, and I'll be covering that in another video with my book haul. Jules Verne set includes Around the Moon, From the Earth to the Moon, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is the only book that I've actually read by Jules Verne, Around the World in 80 Days, and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I've seen the movie of that, but I haven't read the book. So I definitely have some books that I need to get to. Other books that I purchased as I browsed around the store after I found the box sets, I came across this book called Lunar, Alchemy, and it's by Shaheen, Miro. It's Everyday Moon Magic to Transform Your Life. As I've always enjoyed astronomy and the information and tried to keep abreast more recently about the different studies in astronomy and new information, I thought this would be interesting to learn about the moon from a different perspective. Another book that caught my eye is The Black Arts by Richard Cavendish, and it's a 50th anniversary edition, which is what really got me interested, because according to the title, it's an absorbing account of witchcraft, demonology, astrology, and other mystical practices throughout the ages. In other words, I picked this book up to see the difference of what people were thinking about and the perspective in the 1960s compared to what the perspective is now in 2022. For example, witchcraft. Most people know that the vast majority of those who either follow a path called the craft, witchcraft, or Wicca are, for the most part, people who are very interested in the environment, follow an earth-based spirituality. It isn't all darkness or doing things against other people. There are, unfortunately, just like any other spiritual or religious path, some who take a darker turn, but they are not the majority. So reading books from the past is an interesting way to see how those perspectives have changed. Most people today certainly wouldn't consider astrology something of the dark arts. It relates to the movement of planets and stars and how that relates to different personality qualities and events in our life. So this was to take a look back and see where things have changed. Usually when I get home from one of my chapters fun shopping trips, I'll pick one of the books that I've brought and start reading them. I'm reading the last book in the Wheel of Time series, which I began in January. So once I've finished that, it's time to get back to my original goal that I set in January, which is to read through my personal library. And I'll be talking more about that in an upcoming video.